10 kids you won't believe exist, Part 2. Kids with powers in their eyes, super strength, or 8 limbs?
Wait, this can't be real.
Well, they're among people. Learn about them and get ready to be shocked. Number 1. Deepak Paswan. At his short 6 years, Deepak Paswan was considered a divine being in his hometown of Belahari in India. The reason? Coming into the world with 4 arms and 4 legs.
When my Deepak was born, I was very happy. But God has put this thing on him.
This little boy was born with an undeveloped parasitic twin, whose limbs remained attached to him and kept growing out of his chest. As usual in such cases, doctors had diagnosed him with a short time to live.
That a child like this will not live for long, survive 2 or 3 months, and then will die naturally.
However, Deepak survived the prognosis, and not only that, but he was also welcomed with gifts by the town people, since they believed he was the rebirth of the goddess Lakshmi, a Hindu deity that brings wealth and prosperity, and it's depicted with 4 arms. Nonetheless, some people also considered his birth as a bad omen. Anyway, none of that lasted long, because this buddy underwent surgery, and he looked like he had never suffered from this strange condition. Quite a medical miracle. Number 2. Mohammad Kaleem. The story of Mohammad Kaleem shocked the world when, at age 8, his medical case became famous. This kid was born in India with a strange condition that caused his hands and arms to keep on growing until they reached a disproportionate size. Hence why he was called the boy with the world's biggest hands.
उसका पंजा छोटा था बच्चे जैसे और उंगली हम लोग की तरह.
This local gigantism is known as macrodactyly, and in Mohammed's case, it worsened to the point where his hands reached a length of 13 inches and weighed over 4.4 pounds each. Naturally, this made it very difficult for him to be self-sufficient. But as if that wasn't hard enough, he was refused admission to school and even bullied by heartless people who believed he was cursed.
बोलता है इसका बड़ा हाथ है इसको मारेंगे मारता भी है छेड़ता भी.
Luckily, this little angel was helped by a doctor who was able to operate on him and reduce the size of his hands. A happy ending for him. Number 3. Liam Hoekstra. If you thought people with superpowers only existed in comics, I got news for you. They live among everyone, and some are smaller than you think.
He was stronger than 85% of 6-year-olds out there, and he's 3.
Liam Hoekstra is a child with super strength due to a rare genetic condition. His body builds muscle without any physical training.
It's not possible.
It surely is. Shortly after adopting him, Liam's parents were surprised to find that their baby could move furniture around the house effortlessly and was growing up with unusually large muscle mass.
I was told that it was about 40% more than the average 1-year-old at the time.
Fascinated by his case, a doctor diagnosed him with myostatin deficiency, a protein that inhibits excessive muscle growth. This was confirmed when this little boy, at age 3, underwent a series of tests where he proved to be stronger than children twice his age. Be careful, Avengers. This boy could steal your job when he grows up. Number 4. Lola June. Many artists dream all their lives to see one of their artworks in a New York gallery. But that came true for this little girl even before she knew what the word gallery meant. As you can see, little Lola June may seem like an ordinary girl having fun with paint. The big difference is that her drawings don't end up on the refrigerator door, but in her own exhibition in the Big Apple.
Lola's work, the color and the vibrancy, and the idea that she's a 2-year-old really attracted me.
And that's not the most incredible part. Her paintings sell up for $23,000. Not bad for someone who still wears diapers. Within artistic circles, this toddler is already known as pint-sized Picasso and has been compared to renowned painters.
When I saw the first piece from Lola, I was like, oh, this is good. Remind me of Saitomble.
I know what you're thinking. How hard can it be to scribble on a canvas? Well, art is subjective, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to give your little brother some brushes. Who knows, he could be the next Jackson Pollock. Number 5. Didier Montalvo. Sometimes a mole can be a lovely feature, but for little Didier Montalvo, it was a severe problem that stopped him from having a normal life. This Colombian boy was diagnosed with an extreme case of congenital melanocytic nevus, a rare illness that's basically a dark-colored patch of skin which grew like some kind of shell on his back.
Se fue aumentando el grosor hasta que quedó de esa manera.
This strange lump kept growing more and more on his body, to the point of weighing around 20% of his body weight. However, living with this condition not only affected his appearance, but also his self-esteem, as Didier didn't go to school to protect himself from constant teasing.
Entonces yo le dije, ay no, entonces porque viniste, entonces dijo, el que tortuga, y se fue.
But luckily, this nightmare is over, because when he turned 8, a plastic surgeon from the UK managed to operate on him after hearing of his difficult situation. In the end, this kid was able to go back to school, play, and smile again. Number 6. Arnav Sharma.
My name is Arnav, and I go to Crossfield School. I passed the Mensa test.
At first glance, Arnav Sharma looks like an ordinary child, but he's actually quite special, since he's presumed to be smarter than Albert Einstein or Stephen Hawking, and I might even dare to say Sheldon Cooper.
You take that back!
I'm sorry, Sheldon, but even if it hurts to hear, this Indian origin boy is really brilliant and has evidence to prove it. When he was 11, Arnav's intelligence was measured with an IQ test by the High IQ Society, and he scored 162 points, none other than the highest mark in these tests. And that's not the most impressive thing. This score is 2 points higher than those two great geniuses. But wait, I haven't even told you everything yet. The boy did it with zero preparation and not knowing exactly what it was all about.
Any preparation or coaching for the Mensa exam?
No, I had no preparation.
This kiddo is definitely a real genius. Number 7. Evan Lay. Ah, what a beautiful symphonic concert. I wonder who's the master that's playing. That's right, as you can see, the main star is a child. Evan Lee began playing the piano at the age of 3, shortly after playing on his brother's toy piano. Immediately, his interest and talent came to light, showing his parents that his destiny was to play this instrument.
You're a genius? My boy's a genius!
To encourage his skills, his parents thought of giving him a better preparation, but believe it or not, no school wanted to admit him because of his young age. Fortunately, a teacher accepted him after being convinced of his talent by watching him play for just 2 minutes, and he was right. As time went by, Evan proved to be a real prodigy because, at his young age, he was able to reproduce masterpieces such as those by Beethoven or Mozart.
That's Mozart. Was that Mozart?
Yeah, it was Mozart.
He is 7 years old!
And not only that, this kid is so skilled that he's even composed his own variations. Astounding!
The only thing good about this place is the piano player.
Number 8. Archie Norbury. Let's continue with the music on this list. Livening up the party with a DJ console is difficult for any adult. At least I get dizzy with all those buttons. But this kiddo really knows what he's doing.
DJ Archie, and I'm filling this out.
Yeah, you heard right. This boy was only 4 when he became the world's youngest DJ.
That's incredible!
His short but impressive career began at age 2. After his father, who also makes DJ mixes, discovered him by chance practicing with his equipment. From then on, he's become a sensation, performing on major festival stages, such as Boomtown and Clockenflap. He's also performed alongside top names, such as MC Neat and jungle duo Raga Twins. Wow, even David Guetta would be jealous. But the most impressive thing is that this buddy has officially entered the Guinness World Records after playing a set of classic house music at a Hong Kong nightclub. You really got the beat, boy. Number 9. Nong Youhui. Now I'll introduce you to a boy who could be Cyclops' little brother. That's because he has a mutation in his eyes that give him a special superpower. Don't worry, he won't melt anyone if he takes his glasses off. In fact, I don't think he needs them since his ability is super night vision. That's right, Nong Youhui was born in China with stunning light blue eyes, something unusual for Asian people. When he grew up, his parents took him to the hospital as they were worried that his eyes were too bright in the dark. That's when specialists discovered that this child has the extraordinary ability to see in the dark. The reason? A birth condition called leukoderma, which causes his eyes to have less protective pigment and more sensitivity to light.
你晚上看得见吗？可以呀。我说呢，你去做这个洗睡啊？去不去啊？去啊！我们。
Since then, this buddy has been dubbed Catboy. I think that would be an excellent nickname if he's ever recruited to join the X-Men, right, Professor Xavier?
Yes, of course.
The time has come. I present to you a child who will leave you astounded, showing you there's nothing impossible in this life, no matter how difficult things are. Number 10. Paige Callandine. Paige is an outstanding gymnast.
That's not very impressive.
Wait, I haven't told you the impressive part yet. She's a gymnast with a disability that represents a challenge in this sport. She was born without legs. See that she's an incredible girl? When she was just 18 months old, Paige's parents decided to sign her up for gymnastics to help with upper body strength that she would need to get around. What they didn't imagine is that the passion of this little girl would be so great that not only did she achieve that goal, but also became an athlete with enough level to participate in harsh competitions.
But gymnastics is one of my things that I should keep with me for a really long time.
She has already won several medals, and no wonder. Her amazing routines include cartwheels and bar acrobatics. Wow, not just any kid could handle these tests, and I don't think any adult could either. So this little girl definitely fits on this list of kids you won't believe exist. What an inspiring life story. And you, do you know other children as unbelievable as the ones you just saw? Tell me in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, click like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. And if you want to meet more amazing people, check out this and this video.